Sir, I want to thank you for coming up here, taking time out of your day to answer a few questions. American people have many questions regarding you. Now, what is your name?
Wolfgang Klaus Adenauer Hoffmann von Klaustrager.
How long have you been involved in defense projects?
I have only recently been asked by the American government to provide my expertise, but I have devoted my life to science. I have nothing else. I have no other life but the pursuit of scientific knowledge.
What exactly is the nature of your involvement?
You are very bold with your questions, Senator. Perhaps it is a consequence of your American system. The Germans would never ask for such information to be public. As it is, I have not received clearance to give you specific details about my work, but I assure you it is of the greatest importance to your American people. No.
I have never, in all my time in the United States, been more shocked and appalled at the indecency of someone under consideration for top security clearance in the United States government.
I will ask your pardon, Senator. It is merely a very unfortunate reality that I live with, a consequence of Nazi abuse. I assure you, I have no allegiance to that regime.
I say you need to lock up that guilty Nazi right now.
This is the unfortunate consequence of Nazi re-education. You understand? This is not my choice. These are impulses beyond my control.
Yes, I understand. You have endured great hardship. But this behavior demands a response.
I despise the Nazi regime with all of my being. It is for the very reason that I am involved in the promotion of American ideals. I want to prevent the growth of tyranny everywhere.
This is an outrage. This man should be removed from this project immediately, if not sooner.
Now, I would like to urge my colleagues to extreme caution. There, as I have said many times, may be a very good reason that this man was chosen to sit on this project. And we're going to hear what that explanation is, and we're going to give him an opportunity to explain himself before we shut this project down, which we have heard from top military leadership is of the utmost importance to the safety and well-being of the American people.
This project is of the utmost importance to the progress of humanity. And I am the only one in the world with the competence to oversee it. You understand? If you will obstruct this project, Senator, you will be standing in the way not only of American security, but of human progress.
And I would reiterate my advice. There ought to be a task force set in place to provide oversight to this project. And yes, sir, this task force must include elected officials.
I move that Senator Orestes Montgomery Walker should oversee this project.
Senator, I want to thank you for your confidence. Now, I do not claim to be the right man for the job.
Well,
No,
in that case...
However, if it is the desire of this committee, of elected officials, and of the American people, then I will be glad to serve in this capacity. All in favor of a task force to oversee this defense project, led by Senator Orestes Montgomery Walker, say aye. Aye. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, Senator. We have been working very hard the last several days, trying to iron out all the last details. I'm very anxious to have this question of the manufacturer settled as soon as possible. And yes, sir, it will be a long night, but I intend to have a report ready for the task force in the morning. Yes, sir, we have looked at all the bids carefully. There are simply a few more records to wade through, and then we'll have our recommendation in the morning. No, sir, I do not believe it is premature. I believe, based on the testimony that we have received and on the work so far accomplished by this task force, that this project must proceed as quickly as possible with all due diligence on our part to ensure that financial questions and manufacturing needs are resolved and met respectively. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Yes, leave it all to me. Yes, sir. Thank you. Well,
Hey, Stella, where are you? I got great news. The contract came through. Hey, Stella, I got a surprise. Diamond earrings.
Everybody loves somebody sometime. Everybody falls in love somehow. Something in your kiss just told me my sometime is now. Everybody finds somebody someplace. There's no telling where love may appear. Something in my heart keeps saying